Hello everybody, welcome back to the second episode of my attempt to beat down the third main campaign mission with my High Culture Archer build that I have featured in the description box below. I've made a guide for it and this is the video series to show it in action. I have had a pretty good run in the first episode. We have beaten down Sublime and we've conquered a bit of a land here. So for today, well, my plans will be to pick up this area here. I hope we're able to pick up some steam from this point on, as I really want to conquer more cities. The basic plan for today's session will be to see if I can capture Scaffold, and there's a little quest mob thing hanging out there. It's a tier 4 mob, but considering that we are already sitting on a quite considerable army, this should be good. So let's get into a manual combat so we can showcase where we're at currently. So the build is right now sitting on a Tome of Cryomancy and a Tome of Enchantment. Tome of Enchantment is interchangeable with Tome of Roots if you feel like having more unit enchantments and less utility. There are situations where I feel like that is an absolutely valid choice. Go for it. But for today, we're going for this version. Alright, so I'm just moving my army together into one big clump, as it is my standard approach. In this scenario, things are quite easy. The biggest problem is the domain ability that just lets everybody go berserk on each other every now and then. But we're sitting out the situation and let the enemy come closer to us. They're actually berserking on one another already. You know, things happen. But we are luckier than that. Our berserkers are actually attacking the enemy, like all of them as it seems. Right on. Alright, so yeah. It is a weird challenge in this level, gotta say, due to the heavy randomness factor that is in every fight, basically. But whatever, we're going to deal with it. So, let's see. I want to get rid of this little cluster here, as they are basically already dead. Ah, look at that. Our little magma spirits, they're pretty ideal for that job. I didn't want to have the full-blown power of one of my troop stacks invested into that, as I always feel like this should be avoided if possible. Alright, so there's troop stacks of Iron Golem assistants, which are basically the kryptonite of any magic, of any archer build, because magic damage is what you need to beat down golems, and you might or might not notice that we're really we're not dealing the kind of damage we should be dealing against a couple of tier 1 units. Let's put it down that way. But it's okay. We're gonna be fine. Ow! Seriously? Wow, the mage locks. Well, we just lost a tier 1 archer unit. Debatable, you could now restart because of that, but I won't. We're just going to train a new one. We're featuring a hero, a champion hero, and these are excellent at just churning out new units. Wow, what an unlucky situation. Yeah, mage locks are really massive. So we should definitely get somebody in their face. Sadly, we didn't blind them. A blind would have been majestic. Tell you what, this ice coffin spell, this would have been totally a way to go for in the very first instance. But well. Oh boy. That mage lock here really wants to ruin my day. Amazing. It's just amazing. Alright. Well, on their own, they're not able to kill a unit, but what they can do is take one step back and shoot in your face, which is also pretty hurtful. I mean, when they were released, they were a little bit underpowered, the mage locks, I mean. In the current state, well, I wouldn't necessarily call them overpowered, but They're definitely on the stronger side of units these days. We got ourselves a nice collection of artifacts out of that. Mostly melee. All of them melee. Jeez, that sucks. Well. Anyways, yeah. Pavilios is churning out troops, as it should. And yeah, let's pick up that Wizard Tower Foundation. It's never a bad idea. And the item forge is very attractive in the current situation, considering how many artifacts I just picked up. That might be very, very helpful in the end. Alright, so which way to go? School of Cryomancy sounds really appealing, but I don't have any icy provinces right now. Sunshrine, but we're not big enough for all these wonderful little things there. Should we go for a light forge? Yeah, let's do this. This is such a warfare-centric scenario that I really feel like this is a smart choice to go for. Let's go for the Purging Arrows. So Purging Arrows is only a slight damage bonus, but that positive status effect strip. I've made such good experiences with that in the long run. It is just amazing, as it really throws back the enemy's strategy by a lot. So this map has really a lot of infestations. We're making good profit out of these. Our cities, the Pavilios is growing in an obscene pace. I mean, turn 14 and and it's already that much of a huge city. I mean, seriously, it's amazing. All right, so yeah, Scaffold, warmongering Scaffold, exactly. We're all warmongering people here, dear game. Anyway, so the first White Witch has been churned out, and, well, while we're at it, I'm going to bring out the new Dusk Hunter that we've lost. So, the good news is we have now a second city available. Let's quickly assign a governor here, and we're gonna be... Oh yeah, we have a tier 2 already there, so let's drop the library directly. And while we're at it, I think I'm going to go for yet another White Witch. The cultural tier 3 battle mages are, by all means, stronger, better in many ways, but currently I really want to get my leg up to be able to fight people. And White Witches are pretty cool in so far as they have a hard crowd control component, which is really, really powerful. So we could have frozen down that guy that shot our dude, basically. So is this a wandering quest mob? Okay, I'm new to this concept. It's this hasn't happened to me before. Huh, interesting. Ah well. So that scout here is not where it should be. Alrighty, so, well, I hate it, but, we, just gonna be moving forward, I guess. Well, that's a very, very uncomfortable situation to be in. Alright. Luckily, we have our scouts all over the place, so that shouldn't be the worst. New spell researched. Wording Blessing, so now I have a burst heal available at any point. Dormant Enchantment. Radiant Light for Battle Mages. Well, that is Distraction, right? Yeah, well, that ain't bad. Let's pick it up. This will lead to White Witches preparing a flanking strike onto enemies that then can be hit harder by my archers. This is really not bad. Well, I should really consider founding a new city. Nah, totally not. We're just gonna be conquering Scaffold, and that's that. Yep, that's how we're gonna roll, friends. And we can obviously take down this this weird quest mob here. Hell yeah! All right, this will be quite a fight. This is Mage Bane, Astral Siphoner, Flow Serpents. Oh boy, makes me wanna really not fight these guys. So, well, This is already annoying enough, as these guys deal a boatload of damage due to the breaching trait. They can also force insanity on somebody. And, well, tier 4 mythic units are always no joke. Oh, I'm very, very tempted to wait for the White Wizard. We are waiting for the White Witch to join on up. Alright. In the meanwhile, we're getting our backup troops here together from the hinterlands. It's all going exactly as I was hoping for. Okay, so Sublime sets up a farm. Sublime really now needs to grow downwards like that. Very, very important. So I'd say we are going to take a look at our troop roster. So here I have a spear and a shield, supporter and archer. Here I have a shield, archer, battle mage, supporter. So we already have 2 supporters. Well, it's a difficult thing. But I'd say I want one more daylight spear. Okay, we're gonna be camping here for 1 turn, as I really have a bad feeling in my gut towards just rushing here head on without that extra troop that's just waiting 1 turn next to me. So is there any special resource anywhere? Here, look at that, pastures. Cool. It's always worth checking out if there's a special tile in your vicinity that you can't grab. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do this, my friends. Yeah, just going to power up my heroes tremendously. Oh boy. Let's see if he'll survive. This is a wild and annoying scenario. Not gonna lie. I hate it. Especially since this automatic war thing and the... too bad. And the Berserkitis really add into a quite annoying mixture of spices. I really don't like it. But, well, is what it is, right? So, we're now standing in front of that. Okay. Feeling better about this encounter now by a lot. I didn't churn out a new troop in Pavilios, so it's better do so. Let's drop down the next Sun Priest for the next banner. I have a fairly good feeling about this. Let's see what the AI would do. Ow! Yeah, but I don't expect myself to be faring that much better, in all honesty. Let's see how that'll play out. So let's move together. Although I gotta say, these flow serpents, they are such an annoying bunch. They're gonna be diving into my backline and gonna be sitting there. The best antidote against flow serpents are shock troopers. Anything that can hit hard in 1 turn is excellent. And that is exactly what we're lacking, so good on us. Alright, so my little crow dude, I'm honestly inclined to just let him... Yeah, I just pressed defend. Because I don't think that it'll be a smart choice to attack. Let's awaken inner radiance. Let's see. Can get the archer squad in here. It's not optimal since we're unable to fill this tile there, but it's good enough. Okay. So these annoying guys go refuged once you smack them, but well, the poison tile is really annoying me, but what can I do? There we go. Important for me is that we're softening up the dudes, so their alpha strike is not the alpha strike is not on their side. I've learned as much about these guys. Oh, let's do the awakening about these flow serpents. That the worst thing is if they are allowed to dive full HP into your troop stack. And that's what I'm trying to deny here. Talking about denial, let's see if we can freezing blast that dude. Hell yeah! So, the Astral Siphoner we just deactivated a tier 3 unit for one turn. It doesn't exactly win the battle for us, but it's surely not a bad thing either. So, I'm drawing forward my troops entirely. One simple reason for that is, the enemy has teleporting troops. They will get into my backline anyways. There is no benefit for me to hunker down and let them come. So, in this scenario, we're going all in instead. I'm nailing down the tier 4 unit to lure it into destroying my summoned free unit, which perfectly worked out. We're losing our Magma Spirit. But tell you what, that Magma Spirit was a free unit to begin with, so far, this turn was absolutely good for us. Okay, so Quick Stab will destroy that fella, because that is also one of their big weaknesses. Their HP, they are nothing much to write home about. Okay, so I think this guy looks like he really wants to be stabbed in his giant eyeball. I don't think they do, but the way they look, they make me want to do that. So distraction hit, and as you see there, we can now take a very strong blow. Okay, so I'm trying to take down the tier 4 unit first, as in my experience. If you are able to take out the highest ranking damage dealer on the enemy side, that already takes out a lot of their damage potential. So, what's really important though is that I need somebody to close in on these tiny guys too. I can't allow to let them do their thing here. Especially not when we have so much in our flank. So, let's do this and hope for a lucky crit. There's been one lucky crit in between. Let's give our shield dudes a blow here. And, well, good enough for me. I'll be putting the shield guy in front of the tier 3 fighter and let him defend. This has two benefits for us. For one, let's let the supporter smack. For one, this guy is now pretty much inclined to attack my shield dude or my spear. And the other thing is, he's also buffing up the defenses of everybody around him, so we will suffer less abuse and response of that. So let's hope that hits. No, it doesn't. I hate it when that happens. Anyways, let's awaken our main hero and take a quick stab at these. I just want to reduce their damage as much as possible. And there we go. And we didn't take down the tier 4 eyeball. That bothers me the most. Well, that turn went a little bit south, but only a little bit. As nobody on our side is dying, we're definitely already better off than the AI the last time. So, there we go. Ginormous eyeball down. That's good. So, let's see if we can take a distracting hit on that guy, so we can at least hit harder. And I want to take down as much damage, take in as much damage until one of their guys has fallen in their formation. This will soften up their retaliation blow. Because when it comes down to retaliating, the amount of units in the animation, so you know, there were two of these critters. One of them fell down, and now they're only doing 50% of the damage they normally do because they're like only two. One of two figures is down. This is true for all troops. So the White Witches, for example, with every one of them dying, they're losing 1/3 of their damage. This applies to the entire game, in case you didn't know already. Alrighty, so I'm ditching a heal on this fella. I mean, I am somewhat positive that we can win this, but that heal also made it now so that none of the damage really stuck to him. The retaliation blow just went into the regenerated HP, and we didn't really lose anything. There's a little things, but it's not bad. So, as the Mage Bane calls out to the Astral Sea, alright. Yeah, we're dropping ourselves down to 1 HP. So, Karissa the Red is defeated? That was easy. And, well, she's only a level 1 hero, but it's a free hero, so I'll take it. Seriously, like a free hero as a reward? She's level 12. Okay, boys. We're in business. Okay. I didn't expect that. You see, I've never played the story mode in any deeper meaning. I always wanted to do exactly this, what I'm doing now, but I somehow never came to it. So I hope you're enjoying this as much as I do. Oh boy! So Karissa the Red, we have now our own tier 12 hero, rank 12 hero. Nice. So I'm gonna give her the support skills that I see mandatory. But apart from that, I think I'm going to give her the focus into melee that she deserves with that juicy, powerful tier 4 weapon that has a chance to destroy magic origin units instantaneously. Nice. Alright, let's pick up that defensive training. And here, precision training. That's what I've been mainly after. And coordinated strike. These two are one of the main reasons, or no, the coordinated strike is the main reason why I deem the High Culture as such a good candidate for archer builds. Because you can get free marking from here on. This is crazy. It's really, really crazy powerful. Now let's take that spur to action while we're at it. And now let's move over to make a proper fighter. So what we're picking up, yeah, why not? Why not frost weapons? Fighting tier 2. Sprint. Sprint is a power tool. It turns your hero basically into a skirmisher in terms of mobility, which is amazing. And Sentinel, Earth Strike. That's good. It's pretty good. Could also go for defense. I think I'm going to go for flat out defense though. In a very, very... whatever. Okay, so that's pretty nice. I mean, this girl is basically a one unit army all by herself, and we just took down one of the main players of the map, just in one fell swoop. Nice. So, well, I think this is enough success for one turn, beating an entire enemy and forcing him forcing her into our army. So I'm properly happy with the outcome here. All right. So this is sort of a big deal to have this lady here on my side now, as heroes. They are. Alright. Yeah, we're making peace with Pyre. Possible. Whispering Stone! We can finally invest our Whispering Stone into something useful. That is really good news. Alright, now we need to kill off Sexy Boy here, Mr. Sinrin. He's a very flirtatious person, I'm allowed to say so. So, well, I think we're just going to move our troops now towards Scaffold and get ourselves a third city, which will be a massive boost to our economy and our fighting power. I think this is a good step next. Alright, let's pick up Sundering Blades. Which is really why one part of the reason why I picked up this book, as it really does power up your melee units' qualities to contribute to your cause, as they soften up the enemy for your archers. This is amazing. You're taking so much profit out of that because your backliners are allowed to hit harder the more the melee guys are doing their job. I like that. All right, so those Oracle Woods. It's a shame that we are delaying the access to these so massively right now, but well, it is what it is. I think ideally I would have been gearing out Karissa with her own army and take down those secondary objectives this way. But, yeah. I want to have one Doom Blob now first, and then we're talking about other things. Speaking about talking about other things, we are now able to make things happen. Oh, that blueprints thing is new. So first up, I want to disenchant a lot of these old items, as I really don't feel like these tier 2 webs are too amazing. But what I want to do here is I want to do a fresh bow with all the binding essence that we got. Good bow for our main hero. Something fancy. Let's see. Ah, inflicting distraction is pretty nice, definitely. And, well, critical hit chance doesn't hurt either. Frenzying. Oh yeah, I like that. And just like that, I can't afford the item anymore. Shush. Ah well, I don't want to craft it if I can't craft it at the full potential there, simply because a tier 4 bow hits like a truck. And if I make it a tier 3 bow now, I will be cut off the opportunity to get a better weapon for us in quite a while, because, you know, that binding essence doesn't grow on trees. Okay, so let's get into war with Scaffold. Then we have a 3-city economy together, and then let's see how things will play out from that point on. Did I just take a wrong step? Sort of. No, I hate it when that happens. Oh, I hope the AI won't abuse that misstep of mine too hard. You see, sometimes one of my heroes now stands in a manner that we can only fight with 12 of our 18 troops because I moved that one banner too far ahead one turn. Whatever. Let's see. It'll all be fine. Okay, so luckily I was wrong. We get all the 3 banners, and let's see what auto combat would do. Lose some of my troops, 2 archers and 1 of our white witches. In all honesty, if I get that result together while playing it manually, I'll be also quite happy, but I hope I'll be doing better than that. So this will be also the last battle of this video, and then we're going to move into the outro, but I really want to do this battle still for this video. It's pretty hard for me to stay with the regular 30-minute format that I usually roll with this game, as if I only stick to exactly 30 minutes, well, there's not that much that we can showcase in that time, you see. Alright, so I'm smacking one of the restores of my hero on himself so he can regenerate up. He's still recuperating from the HP sacrifice that made Karissa join us. So, the enemy is clumping together, and Berserkitis will strike both armies in the blink of an eye, which is, frankly said, quite annoying. So, well, let's move ahead at least, a little bit. I am not able to get summons up, but what I want to achieve with this forward motion is quite easy. The enemy will also go on Berserkitis. I count on the fact that when my troops are close enough to the enemy troops, they're way more likely to smack the opponents than my own units. So, it's a bit of a gambit, because it always is with these things, but, well, let's see. Alright. Let's toss some Twin Awakenings all over the place. Because they basically... the earlier you use them, the earlier they regenerate. That's basically what I think about this Twin Awakening scheme. Alrighty. So, let's analyze. Is there anybody on the enemy side that we absolutely don't want to move forward? So, if possible, that's a quarter. That would be tasty. So let's freeze them. Alright. So Berserkitis sets in. The hero sprints into our backline. Alright. Somebody wants to die, man. Alright. So, Berserkers, engage. Yeah, Thanks to the fact that the enemy hero just jumped into my backline, there's really something for my berserkers to go all into. Nice. I think the AI sometimes... I mean, as good as I think the AI is nowadays, there are such doofus moments like these where I feel like, yeah, good job, mate. Good job. Alrighty, so let's take care of this guy as efficient as possible. Well, easier said than done, huh? So, I think, yeah, this guy's extremely hard to hit. I'm quite surprised that my archers were that successful in hurting the guy. I mean, I could send Karissa in, but you see, it feels like a waste. Tell you what, we're going to delay that a little bit. Are these guys awakened? Yes. So I want to get my archers to deal as much damage as possible to the vulnerable parts of the enemy army, namely their skirmishers. The more of these guys we get down, the better. And let's see, these acted already, so... It'll all make sense in a second, promise. So let's do this like that. Karissa has Spur to Action, which reactivates a unit. Oh, alright. Didn't know that. So, Berserk units, if you reactivate them, they're just popping off like crazy, as they would regularly do. I even have access to Overchannel now. Pretty OP. So, I could also dominate somebody. Jesus. Alright, but I actually wanted to toss an elemental on the battlefield. This is such a powerful move. Let's nail down one of their skirmishers. The good thing is that my White Witch was successfully freezing the enemy. So we had an amazing profit out of this motion. Alrighty. So yikes. That's low damage, man. Alright. So there we go. Enemies are falling over. So check out the range of those Dusk Hunters. It's pretty amazing, isn't it? I really love that. So I'm not attacking the enemy hero this turn any further. Except for... Oh! My shield dudes can't finish him off. Ah, perfect. That morale high. Wonderful. So, yeah. Freezing down one of the enemy troops still to reduce the overall damage a little bit. But it looks as if we're not losing anybody here. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. They're balling all onto one of my archers to beat him into a pulp. Poor fella. Well, that's okay. I mean, we're conquering a city. Losing a troop or two in that scenario is totally fine. Alright, so let's see. Let's take 32 damage. Amazing. Alright, I mean, one of the good sides is if that guy keels over and just dies like that, we don't need to heal him anymore and we can hurt the enemy more. Because we have one action left over to hurt the enemy with. Isn't that nice? So, yeah. Oh yeah, Dark Ritual. That's a wonderful one. Yeah. So, if things evolve like I think they do, that we have a multi-front war, I think Karissa will get her own army, and I'll keep the other heroes together with my main hero, simply because I really think that she's so powerful. She can easily replace two heroes on her own right now. This lady is more powerful than two heroes together right now, with all those extra skills she got. Alrighty, so there we go. You saw 3 stacks of strength got removed. This is the amazing thing about that. If the buff strip procs, it strips all stacks of a specific buff. So you're not losing one stack of strengthened, you're losing all of your strengthened stacks at once. That's why I really appreciate this buff stripper skill so much. It's a real powerhouse. Don't underestimate it. It looks on paper so much weaker than it is in action. There we go. And just like that, we've taken a city basically with only losing one archer as a price. It's a tier 1 archer even, so I really dare say that was a fair price. Boom. Army of Scaffold gone. I think this is a wonderful example of how powerful high culture archer builds can be. Alrighty, my friends, so I'll be starting that siege, and I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. Leave me your comments down below, leave me your thumbs up, and consider subscribing. You know how it works. I'm really happy for everybody around. In the description box below, you will find playlists leading to all the things that I did so far for Age of Wonders 4, so you might want to check that out. I do a lot of guides and whatnot. Also a playlist for the previous scenario. So next episode, I'll see you when we're picking up a new tome, and well, this is gonna be some massive ownage from here on. I can already foresee that much. See you there, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.